everybody. That's right. It's Sunday, which means it's time for another episode of the Gamesline podcast. It's me hosting this week, Lorelai, and I'm joined by my good friend Juunibug. Juunibug, hello. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
Oh, it's so good. I've wanted to do something with you for a long time. We've been friends for a long time, and it's just so exciting to be here. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself being the guest on the show.
Sure. Hi, my name is Juunibug. As Lorelai mentioned, I am a VTuber, and some of my favorite games these days are the Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy VIII and X are my favorites, but I'm also a 14 player. I also enjoy Kingdom Hearts and Nintendo games, especially from the retro days. And I'm also, I like to talk about being autistic and queer and being anxious. So I'm very big on those topics as well. And it's very nice to meet you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming in this week and helping us out, keep this thing going.
Of course.
It's just, it's delightful. Like, I've been, watching you stream for many years, and you've constantly been a supporter of me and other people, and it's just so nice to be able to hang out. So let's get right into it. Juuni, what have you been playing lately? What's your biggest, most recent game you've been digging into?
Most of the games I dig into happen to be on stream. So I've been playing Dragon Quest XI for the first time, which has been... It was something I got on a whim. I saw it on sale on Steam, and I thought I've always wanted to play a Dragon Quest game. And it is what my community recommended. And then I'm like, oh, oops, it consumed my life, so
understandable. I love the 11 crew. It's such a just fun dynamic with the whole the way that game is structured. And how far are you into it now?
I have 5 out of 6 orbs before we go to the Age of Soul tree, so I heard it's really long, so I'm like, I don't really know how much long I have to go. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I am not gonna spoil anything for you, but yeah, you are you're definitely in there though. Like, who's your favorite character so far?
I like Eric a lot. It's funny because you meet him he's like the first party member you meet, and as soon as the hood came off and he revealed his face, I'm like, this man is my boyfriend now. I love him.
He's my Dragon Quest Justinian, right?
Yeah. It's like, I expected him to be more like silly, but he's a lot more of the voice of reason of the group, which I found very interesting. Because usually I like kind of the goofier guys. I like Jade a lot. I've had people ask me if I'm in love with Sylvando. I love Sylvando. He would be like my best friend, like my gay best friend. Like he would be my wingman too for me and Eric to get together. But no, I really do like him. I think he's such a great character. But I tell people that tell me about their favorite characters, you really can't go wrong choosing anybody as your favorite. It's such a well-written cast, and even the side characters that you meet throughout the game are very well written. Like, you get invested into their stories, and it makes the world feel much more lived in and the journey feel enriching to me.
Yeah, like, that's one of the charms of like the Dragon Quest series in general, is just like the way they tell their stories, the way they build out a cast. Like, I am just getting started with 7 Reimagined, and it's such an interesting experience after having played the original, which is kind of like an aimless like, that game is like side quests the game.
Oh gosh.
And having it be more focused is a strange experience a little bit, and it's kind of been filling me with delight. It's something I'm really excited to actually like fully dig into on the road down to California over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I want to get more into the Dragon Quest series. A lot of people say how beloved it is. I know it's not as big in the West compared to Japan. And it's funny because when I've gone to Japan, I went in 2024, I saw like even on the first floor, like where you go into the Eorzea Cafe, there was just a Dragon Quest display of just like all the slimes. And I thought like, what even is this game? All I knew was Akira Toriyama worked on it, of course. Slimes. Yeah, and my first exposure to it, a friend of mine was playing Dragon Quest Builders, and I was so confused. I was like, so Dragon Quest is just Minecraft. And then people told me years later, like, no, it's a JRPG. It's an actual thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, because I don't understand Minecraft at all.
Yeah, no, I don't either. That's why I'm like sitting here. I get really excited about my coworkers talking about Pokopia. Because it is from the same people that did Dragon Quest Builders. And I'm like, I want to get into it, but also I don't know if I can because it is a Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't have a Switch 2 yet. There's really been no games that I'm urgently like, I need a Switch 2. I think if Tomodachi Life was going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, I would have been like, frantic, like I need to get a Switch 2 right now, but it's gonna be on Switch 1, so it's like whatever. And people are like, oh, you should play Pokopia, and yeah. I like Pokemon. I'm not like a super crazy fan about the games. Like I like them for childhood nostalgia. I feel like an old person. I can't remember Pokemon names after Gen 3. So like even my friend who's like 4 years younger, he's like, all right, you know, these are this Pokemon, this is what the nature types mean. I'm like, I just catch what's cute and what gets me through the gym battles.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. Like I liked Pokemon when it was called Shin Megami Tensei. Sorry.
Oh my god, I've never played SMT before.
Like I'd say I'd get into that, but the first RPG I would recommend to you is the Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster because I'm a freak.
Did I tell you my Suikoden story?
No.
So many years ago, one of my very close friends, Twilight King 432, he was streaming Suikoden, and I would just be watching, and I'm like, wow, I love Gremio. He's so cute, and he's blonde, and like, I don't remember anything. And then he was doing this thing where he's like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing where I have different friends come in and co-com with me on my streams. And then he asked me like, oh, can you come on this day with one other person? And I said, yeah, sure, no problem.
Did he vault you?
He let me co-com on the part where Gremio died.
He vaulted you. I can't believe it. I can't.
So distressed. Like, why would you do that? He's like, it was pretty funny. I'm like, you are one sick man.
Oh, I
but I do want to play it though.
They are such beautiful games. I will never shut up about them. Literally took my name from one of their characters. But in the Dragon Quest thing, if you do want really good experiences, the 3 and then 1 and 2 HD 2D remasters are fucking phenomenal. Like,
I really want to try them. Yeah.
They are so good. And like it's interesting because they released 3 first because 3 was a prequel to 1 and 2.
Okay.
3 was also the first time they actually had a story. Like 1 and 2 were very, there is no story here. There is go here, go here, go here, finish the game. There is not a lot of good writing there. But in the HD 2D remasters, they actually fill it with a ton of writing so that you can actually follow the story from place to place. And there's actually something interesting, like the 2 remaster is freaking nuts because they added an entire game to it.
Oh.
They added an entire post game that is an entire game worth of stuff.
Snap.
It's wild, and everyone has character and personality, and it's like, this is what they were building to, because the original 2 was nothing. It was just the first RPG where you have a party. And
it kind of feels almost like how Final Fantasy used to be. Like, when I played 1, I'm like, there is really not much going on. Like, there's story, but like they really just throw you out into the world and are like, just go figure it out. It feels very D&D-esque, except you still have to do very specific things to progress the story. I had to use a guide because even though it's Pixel Remaster, like it's truly just faithful to the original. And I didn't know that you didn't level up with spells. Like, if you're a white mage, you have to go to a store and buy a cure spell. So I just walked up into the first fight to fight Garland, and I just got wiped. And I thought, oh, this must be like a scripted fight where you just lose because there's no way. And it's like, no, you have to beat him. And I was like, but where do I get spells? So I had to use a guide, and they're like, go buy fire from the store. Go buy this. And I'm like, oh. So
I grew up having to hold the reset button while I powered off my console.
Yep. I grew up in the era where you had to blow into your cartridges to if they weren't turning on in your consoles back then too.
Oh, I love it. I have such a soft spot for the old Final Fantasies that it's always delightful watching people go through them for the first time and like discovering things. Like Final Fantasy III was an interesting thing because everyone says Final Fantasy III, and I get a little confused for a second going, do you mean Final Fantasy III or Final Fantasy III?
Yeah, I get that
because I'm
too.
old. Final Fantasy III is a different thing meaning for me. Do you mean 6 or do you mean 3? Like, which one? Three was the first job system.
Yeah.
Which, cool idea, terrible game.
It is certainly 3 is my least favorite.
Yeah.
I remember when I started Final Fantasy 2, people are like, oh, you mean 4? I'm like, no, like 2. Pixel Remaster 2. I already played Pixel Remaster 4 after I finished Endwalker. But yeah, 3 was certainly... It's not the worst thing ever, but I feel like the job system gets refined in 5, and I feel like, you know, in 2, I know a lot of people hate it. It gets a lot of crap. But thank God. I love 2 too. But
like, it did really unique story things. It did things games don't do. Like, hey, I've got Minwoo on my team. Oh, now I don't. Now I've got another person coming in, and like, do I bother leveling them? Am I gonna lose this guy again or whatever? I think there was so much like interesting stuff that they did that they didn't do in other games, that it was like, oh, so cool. It made me understand 4 so much more. Like, 4, you're always having your team switched up on you and stuff like that, and it's such a cool thing, and I love it.
Yeah, I liked how dark 2 was, because in 1, it's a very straightforward story. Like, you just, you save the princess, and then, okay, we gotta restore the crystals. Okay, now we're gonna time loop, and that's it. And then 2 is like, they start off the story like the world's getting destroyed by this evil empire, and then like you're these 4 orphans, and then you just get your teeth kicked in, and you're literally fighting your way up. Like, in 1, you're these heroes of prophecy. 2, you're an underdog. Like, you have to prove to Hilda, like, we want to fight in this war. We want to take back our home and defeat the emperor. And even throughout that, it's like, yeah, you lose like Joseph, you lose Minwoo, you lose Rickard and stuff. And it's really sad. I feel like it's the same feeling when you play 10. There's just this lingering like sadness and melancholy and darkness that people, I think, gloss over because they just hate the gameplay so much. And I think the gameplay, I'm certain it was really buggy and rough in the original, but I'm like, give the pixel remaster a chance. Like, you can make it so you don't have to suffer through the game and still experience a good story for the second entry of a Final Fantasy game. And it kind of made 3 almost feel a little bit of a letdown because I feel like the story reverted closely to 1, where, okay, you know, you're the prophesized like warriors of light, and they don't really give your characters much substance, which, to be fair, they're not very substantial in 2 either, but at least they have names and their own unique appearances, and they have like dialogue, I guess, compared to 3.
Like that's one of my issues with, like, it's a revert. They became a saga game, and then they went back to being Final Fantasy 1 with 4 characters that you can change their job easier, I guess. Now you're not locked.
Yeah, and one of my biggest things with 3 is because of the job class system, they really forced you to choose certain classes at certain parts of the story that I did not want to use. They're like, okay, we need you to be mini, so change to, like, I don't know what spellcaster was. Like, change to the spellcaster, become mini, and fight as a mini, like, status effect character. Or you need to be a Dark Knight now because you're going in this cave, and this cave, like, is suited for Dark Knights. Oh, you're gonna fight this dragon. Everybody should be a Dragoon. I'm like, it doesn't leave for much class or, like, individual expression of how you want to play the game. Compared to 5, 5 definitely did a better job where you can kind of just try different things, mix up your kits to see, you know, what you want to mix together. So I try not to hold 3 to too hard of a standard because it was their first time. And if there's one thing I kind of appreciate about old Final Fantasies, they try different things and they didn't really shy away from if it was weird or not. I feel like, I don't know, when I guess I'll have to see when I play more modern Final Fantasies, but a lot of people just say, like, it takes a long time to come out, and, like, it feels like maybe they play it safe in some aspects, and I think it's why I really respect Final Fantasy VIII. They just tried. They did everything. They're like, we're just gonna do it all. And I'd rather have a game that's absolutely ridiculous than a game that's absolutely boring and they're not trying anything.
Final Fantasy VIII will always be, like, my favorite, my most replayed Final Fantasy because it never plays the same way twice unless you're a speedrunner or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, like, one of my last playthroughs, it was when I was, like, with a big forum of RPG nerds. We built a program that randomly assigned spells to slots, so you could only put that spell in that slot when you had that spell. So, like, Zell had no HP until the end of the game because he got assigned fucking Ultima to his HP. So it was just like, oh great, I know I don't get to see any of this until, like, way later. Like,
yeah.
So it was like a fun way to play it. Or, hey, you want the easiest final boss fight in history? Go fight her at level 1. She's got like 10 hit points. You want it to have her to have like 1 billion hit points? Go in at level 99.
Yeah, and I love that a lot too. I think there's definitely flaws, like there's pros and cons to having everything scaled to your level, but I do think it allows for more things you can do. Like, yeah, you can play at level 1 if you want. You can play at 99. my first playthrough, I ended around 55, level 60, because I side quested. I wanted to get every GF. I was trying to fight Ultima Weapon, which didn't go so well. And I knew for my next playthrough, I'm like, okay, if I want to fight Ultima, I have to be low level because the speed is too high, and he casts like 2 light pillars and like a turn, and that's just impossible. Like, I can't protect anybody with like the hero debuffs, and like, no game is perfect, but it's disheartening to me to see people that think 8 is inherently just a bad game. I think there's so much more to it than people give credit for, and I like 8 more than 9. I think the story of 9 is a beautiful story, but I think the gameplay to me is the gameplay feels a little bit slow. The limit breaks, limit breaks are really broken in 8. So I totally get why they would be like, okay, you guys had too much fun getting your HP really low just to spam your limit breaks. But I feel like 9 going the complete opposite was also not a good thing either.
Like,
so if they ever remake 9. It, I hope they change it. Yeah.
9 has my favorite character in Final Fantasy.
Who?
Steiner, of course.
Oh my god, okay.
I fucking love Steiner so much. He's legitimately,
he's one of my favorites too. He's
such a delightful, like, fucking nerd, because he is just like the classic paladin, like, he's just bumbling, but I think
he's
such a goofball, and I love it.
Maybe I'm biased. I think Steiner has one of the, if not the best character progression in Final Fantasy IX, like the best growth journey as a character compared to everybody else. Like, I like that you see his internal struggles of like, yes, I am here to serve the queen and bring the princess back. But is this really the right thing to do? Like, I lived by my code, but do I need to continue working and living within this code that has been ingrained into my brain? And just seeing him like kind of slowly breaking out and being kind of awkward and uncomfortable about it, I'm like, yes, this is so good. I love this.
Yeah. There's just so much stuff in that game that I have such a soft spot for. And then but there are, like, when I go back to Final Fantasy VIII, I remember things. When I replay Final Fantasy IX, I remember that Amaranth exists once you get him on your team.
Yeah.
Never before. The most forgettable character in Final Fantasy.
I feel so bad because, like, I think he's a cool guy, but they really don't give him much. Like,
yeah,
I think he could have had such an interesting dynamic of, like, Zidane is so, his whole thing is you don't need a reason to help people. Like, he's just nice to people because he's a good guy. And Amaranth is like, I don't get that. Like, why would you be nice to people like you don't know? Like, that's dumb. And I feel like once, like, they did his thing where he's like, I'm gonna find the whatever it was before you do, and I'm gonna go off on my own, and then he realizes he needs Zidane's help after all. They wrap it up. And I feel the same way with Freya. Like, I love Freya. I'm like, her design is so cool. I love Dragoons, but once Bermesia like wrapped up, then they're like, okay, see ya, and it's so sad. She's so great.
And yeah, there's definitely a lot of just like, yeah, we're done with this character in that game. And it's sad because there is so much good stuff, but it's so slow to get through.
Yeah,
but also,
I feel
like
go ahead,
they just drop entire stories, and it's like, oh yeah, it's very Final Fantasy XVI in that, like, we're done with this. Yeah, we'll just never reference this person again.
Oh yeah, I need to get through 16. I got up to, I met Dion, I think. And then I couldn't play anymore because my PC, it was my old PC, was struggling to run it, and I don't have a PS5 either. So I was like, well, I guess I'll wait. So, yeah. But now I just have too many other games to play that I'm like, oh my god, I don't have time to play 16 right now.
Yep. Like, I still have to go back for the DLC eventually, but like it's side list on priorities with so much cool stuff coming out. Like recently I've been playing a game that came out a few days ago, called People of Note, which is a turn-based RPG, clearly taking after Expedition 33, the first JRPG ever made. No, it's a JRPG where the battle system is music. So you are trying to form a band, essentially.
Oh.
It's a girl learning to control a band in this world of Note. The world is called Note, and music controls everything. So far, I'm to the 4th city, and I got the final party member. Maybe there could be another. I don't know. But like the first thing you do is you go on stage, and you're like, and everyone is like, because you are from the city of pop music. So she just wants to be a pop star, and the city is kind of controlled by a boy band. Who is put there by the governor of the city. One of the city council has his pet boy band that wins their yearly competition. And they're terrible. But they're a boy band, so they're popular and everyone loves them. And so all of her initial songs are about how I'm better than them because they can't even sing in key. But then she realizes that doing it alone isn't the best. So she goes out of her city on a journey. And the first place you go is the city of rock.
Ooh.
And it's all rock music. And like the background music is like hard rock, but then there are different districts. There's the grunge district and the punk district and the classic rock district. And it's like you meet this guy, you recruit him to your team, and then suddenly the main gameplay gimmick comes into frame where every turn is a different style of music. So this turn, say, is on electric or on the rock theme. So the rocker does more damage or does more healing. You know, all of his stuff is more efficient. And the background music is the same song, but takes on like electric guitars and stuff like that. And then the next turn, it'll be the pop music. The pop girl's turn to do more damage. And the background music takes on more of a poppy, like, tone to it. And then you start adding, you add an EDM person to your team, and they are, like, the coolest non-binary person to add, and all of their weapons are like NB jokes, so it's all like puns based on them being non-binary, and I love it. It's such a like creative game, and I just added the rapper to my team, and it's like such a fun thing because the background music is changing constantly. Every attack you do, you can do more damage by hitting things to the timing of the music. And it's like everything has so much style to it. And if you love puns, it's the greatest game ever made because everything is a pun. And it's like a music-based pun, and it's beautiful. Like, all of the enemies are like, it's the I think my favorite one was the Orcarina.
Oh, that's
which
cute.
Is just a killer whale with an ocarina combined with.
I was afraid it was going to be like an orc, like...
Nope.
It's an orca.
It's a killer whale with a little ocarina blowhole.
I love that.
It's such a delightfully well-written game. Every character has a ton of charm, and like every bit of writing is so good. And all of the different like chapters are broken up by like a music video. A new character gets introduced. They give you a whole like music video about who they are. Like the rapper comes in, he does a whole like 3-minute rap about being the son of a queen who doesn't want to rule. He just wants to make music. And I am really excited to see where it goes in the end, but it is, if you like JRPGs, or RPGs in general, it's got so much charm and like, God, its art style is fucking beautiful too.
I'll have to check it out sometime. It sounds really cool. Yeah, I like music too. The timing sounds like it reminds me of like the Mario and Luigi RPG games, or I guess even Mario RPG with like the timing. Yeah. I kind of like games that are like RPGs that are interactable like that, where like there's more actions to take in battle. But sometimes I'm lazy and I like to just solely menu. So.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I like about this one is like it has a bunch of extra stuff. It has like puzzles and stuff like that, and the battle system. You can just turn off the timing thing and it'll give you the default damage one every time. So yeah, you won't critically hit and do like an extra 10 damage, but you'll never get a pour and do 10 less. So it's like, hey, I can just turn that off if I don't want to engage with it and I'm not really hurting my efficiency. I like having it on because, yeah, it feels good once you get the timing right. But, yeah, you can just turn it off. You can turn off the puzzles if you aren't enjoying the puzzles and just get the reward if you want. You know, there's a lot of really nice fine-tuning you can do with the difficulty settings that lead to a lot of really interesting, like, make it accessible for anyone, and it's a game I would highly recommend to anyone, because I've been having an incredible time. I've been playing it with my girlfriend in the living room watching, and she's just delighted the whole time because the art style is frickin' gorgeous, the portraits are so expressive, and the music is fucking great. Like, it's really, really good.
It's important, especially in a music game, like, or music, I guess, themed RPG, to have good music. It's something I always love about games. Is like, if there's a good soundtrack and it gets it to a point where I'm listening to it on repeat, I'm looking for it on Spotify, then that's a plus for me.
Yep. And this is definitely one of those. It's one I definitely recommend to anyone who likes a good RPG. Now, you've also been playing a game that I love. I have a very soft spot for. It's actually the only game in the series that I genuinely love. You've been playing Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, haven't you?
Yeah, I completed it last night for the first time. It was really good. I haven't played too many Zelda games myself. I've only played Phantom Hourglass when I was a kid, and that came out on DS. I played Twilight Princess, I played Skyward Sword, and now Link to the Past. So my repertoire is quite small, but I decided, like, I streamed it 6 years ago. I got halfway through, I lost my save data, and then I thought, I don't want to do all that work and have to go back to where I was, but I decided that I wanted to finish it, and I did. And I felt like the first half of it was kind of breezy, and then all of a sudden the difficulty spike just shot up, and I was like, oh my god, like, am I just bad at games? Like, what is going on? But it was really fun, and I don't know, I feel this like happiness that, like, I finally did it. It's a classic. Everybody loves Link to the Past. I feel like it's a SNES classic that I missed out on, so I was really happy to be able to finish it finally.
Yeah. What was your favorite boss to fight?
None of them.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
kidding,
say
but
there is one wrong answer. If you say you liked fighting that fucking worm, you are a
Moldorm?
liar.
You know, I would rather fight Moldorm than Blind. Blind was a random bullet hell on Earth for like no reason, and I didn't. It's my first playthrough. I don't have all the items, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do about this? Like, I just have to dodge. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to do any of this. But no, I don't think anything was like so horribly bad. I think the dungeons were harder than most of the bosses. Like, there's just so many rooms. I feel like even Ganon's boss fight was easier than his entire tower. I had to use the rewind save state so many times, and I was like, oh my god, because there's no checkpoints. And I was telling this to my community that I'm happy they have the save states and the rewind features.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's more forgiving in the Super Nintendo. They actually implement like saves more. But back then in the NES, it's like you had to put in passwords if you got a game over. Like it would give you the password. And I felt like when I tried it for Metroid NES, it just like didn't work. It's like, oh, we don't know that password anymore. So you're screwed. And I feel like I could not get through NES games without him. Like, I can't believe like this is how people did it back in the day. Like, they just kept going at it. And for Super Nintendo, that's what I grew up on. I felt like I was taught resilience, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't have time. Like, I don't have 6 hours to spare on like a dungeon in Zelda.
Yeah.
Like, it's just hard. Like, I don't have the time like I used to as a kid.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about a lot of those classic games is going like, oh, I love this game so much, but it's so hard to go back to sometimes because of like, yeah, if I die here, I have to do this whole thing over again.
Yeah, and that's really difficult. Even go ahead. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Sorry, the Suikoden remasters are kind of the best thing in just like the amount of time save that you get over the originals. Like, they did some mistakes. Like, when they first launched, they built in an autosave system that only hit when you entered a room with a save crystal.
Oh.
Which is kind of pointless, because you're going to save there anyway. Like,
yeah, right?
That's not an auto save, really. That's just an, I forgot to save at the crystal, oh no. And then they changed it to an actual auto save when you enter a new screen, instead of like the worst one I've ever seen in the game.
Yeah. I feel like too. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's like, but yeah, it's the quality of life with constant like good autosave systems are the greatest thing ever made.
Yeah, they implemented that into Pixel Remaster, which I'm so grateful for. But I remember I played Resident Evil 1 Original, and if you don't have those ink ribbons, which they make you go through some scary rooms to get them, and you have to like look everywhere. I'm like, God, yeah, no, I am not good at horror games. And it's one of those games where I'm like, I can't believe people played this back in the day and got through it, because like, this is hard. The tank controls are very difficult. They're very finicky for me. And I'm like, if you don't know where your save ribbons are, then good luck with your life. And then you have to go back really far to where you last did.
Yep.
But Link to the Past is okay, though.
Losing 3 hours. Losing 3 hours because you didn't save or whatever was just the worst thing in the world.
That happened to me in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories when I played that. My game would just crash. Like, it would be right as I got into a save point and I was gonna click, like, save. My game would just crash. And I'd have to, like, redo certain boss fights that already took me, like, 2 hours to complete. And I'm like, you're kidding me, I have to do it again? Oh, it's the worst feeling ever. And I felt like I had trust issues from then on out,
Yeah, I still remember with like the time you were going through all the critical mode stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And yeah, So the last game to talk about is one we're both excited for because we have FanFest coming up in a week and a half, and I'm so excited we get to hang out again.
Yes, I can't wait.
But yeah, we're both big Final Fantasy XIV heads. It's the entire reason we met, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Being in the 14 space. And then but yeah, I wanted to talk about, because I've been doing a lot of it lately. I've been doing like one lockout of Prague in the Savage tier a week. So if a group breaks up after 3 polls, I'm done for the week. You know, it's like I'm taking it nice and easy. I'm through to the end, and this is probably the most fun I've had raiding because I'm just not burning myself out anymore.
Yeah, that's really important.
Like, it's been really nice, and now we've got all this stuff coming up where we're a week away from the live letter, or a few days away. I forget.
I don't know.
And we are a week and we're a week and a day away from when I leave for FanFest. But we're a week and a half away from that whole thing, which we're going to find out the next expansion.
Yeah, I am so excited. Oh.
Who are you hoping you get your signing time for?
Signing time?
For the meet and greets.
There's meet and greets?
Did you not get an email about it?
For FanFest? I mean, it's not through my... I wasn't the one that got the ticket. I bought it from someone else, so I don't have any direct emails.
If you have, I will email you. I will send you some info in a minute, because you have till midnight tonight.
Oh my god!
The primals. Your signing options are the primals, Keiko and Amanda. And development staff. So there are like multiple signing periods with usually like a few people in each one, and you are put in a lottery to get one of them.
Oh, okay. So it's a lottery. I was like, dude, is Estinian's voice actor gonna be there? And I had no idea. I was like, I was clenching. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, oh my god. Oh, that'd be so cool. I'd love to meet the primals.
I know there are some people who are going to be... I really want to meet the primals just so I can ask them the most important question. When you made your Dawn Trail music video, why did you have that guy eat a taco like it was a Hot Pocket? It's legitimately the most offensive thing I've ever seen.
I saw the primals at FanFest 2023, and it was so cool. We cleared T, I think, that year before. I don't remember when. We cleared T, and getting to hear like all of the Alexander songs, it was just so hype. And like me and my friends, you know, because we progged together in those PF pits, we were just like screaming our heads off and like jumping around, and it's just so hype. And then you get like the more emotional songs of like Close in the Distance from Endwalker, and then you're just crying in the crowd. You're like, oh, so good. I can't wait.
The wildest thing is that there is a non-zero chance that we get to see Tom Morello, Beartooth, and Bowling for Soup live.
Yeah.
Finding out that the 10 theme that I have affectionately referred to as Twink 182 was Bowling for Soup was like the funniest thing in the world, because it's legitimately like, I know who these voices are, and like my head kept going to Sum 41 because I was like, it's not good enough to be Blink 182, but it's still good enough to be something that was on pop radio. Which one was it?
Yeah,
and it's Bowling for Soup, which is I love going back to my old little punker kid days. I'm like, my god, me in high school would have died for this.
I was a K-pop kid, so I didn't really know much about like the rock era, but everything I knew was from Guitar Hero. So I knew is it Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello? I was like, oh yeah, I know Bulls on Parade. So but it was a really good song. I actually like all of the Arcadian music is extremely well done. They're all super hype, and I really like all of them, but I think my favorite song of the third tier, I like the Tyrant's theme. Long
it's so good.
Live the King. It's so good. I don't know
so
why. It's so catchy. It's so catchy. I love it. And also the Ellison man is hot. So
it's very funny because normally like I play the game in both English and Japanese, and I usually like will swap between the two and go, okay, there are things I like about each of them. Medum is the first time in the game where there is no reason to ever play in any language other than English, because his English voice acting is so much better than all of the other languages. There's so much personality to it that I like. There's this point in 10 where the two of them swap, and the host gives out this little ha-ha that he doesn't do in any other language, and I'm just like, why couldn't you have that? It's so good. It's so I
progged in Japanese pretty much the whole tier, and it cracked me up when somebody would die. And in Japanese, like the announcer, he would say, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, he does the JoJo. Oh my god, I love it.
And I'm like, it would crack me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Thank you, Joseph Joestar, for your contribution. Like, but it's still in English. He's just so good. Like, I've been using him at the mahjong tables for months now, and it's just constant silliness. Oh, what all are you looking forward to at the FanFest?
I think, of course, Keynote is a big thing. I'm mostly looking forward to seeing friends. Like, I feel like conventions are just usually my thing where I get to see all of my friends that that live far away from me. So getting to share the experience, I know it sounds corny, it is the most meaningful to me. I'm gonna go to it's not FanFest official, but there's so many fan like little meetups and events, but there's one for like WoL is like Estinian shippers and Estinian lovers, and I'm like, I gotta go to that one. I need to meet my people. So I'm really excited. Like, I was thinking about, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet people, because to be honest, ever since I stopped streaming 14, I don't really like interact with the community at large so much anymore. So I'm excited to just like meet people that like it, and I feel like it's different meeting people as a content creator versus just meeting somebody as a fan. I'm like, I just want to meet other friends as like, I'm just a fan, I like this because of this. Like, there's no preconceived notion of like, I'm trying to network or anything. I'm like, I'm desperate for friends. I'm awkward. I'm autistic. Please be my friend. We have this shared interest of Estinian. Please be my friend.
No, that's what I'm excited for too, is like, these are the kind of things where I get to see my friends. I get to see friends I've been friends with for like decades.
Yeah.
That have never met in person. Like, there are friends that, people I met through Tumblr 20 years ago, or when I worked at Destructoid. And like, that was literally like 20 years ago. That I've never met in person, but I've worked with, I have been in like constant communication with for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God, we're finally going to be at this thing together. We're going to get to hang out, and like, we get to celebrate this thing we love. Cause like, that's the thing. I will always love 14. Even if I stop playing it, I will still love it because of how important it's been in my life, especially during COVID, where like, it was how you hung out with friends.
Yeah.
Like, we aren't going to hang out in person. I can't risk getting long COVID. It makes my heart condition worse. Like,
right.
Like, it's very like I just spent 2 months bedridden. I don't want to risk that again. Like, let's
Yeah,
play this game together.
when I went to FanFest in 2023, it was funny because there was like a 14 creator like unofficial meetup, and I went and I just remember like after like the group was dispersing, I was just feeling, just like some of that imposter syndrome of like, do I really fit in? Do I belong here? And I remember I saw like I only followed her on Twitter at the time, but I followed Juuni, who is, a very big Final Fantasy creator. And I remember I just saw her around. This is before I really dove into the series outside of 14. And I don't know why. I had like this moment of like, I have nothing to lose. I'm feeling randomly brave and delusional. And I just like walked up to her and I was like, I follow you on Twitter. I think you're really pretty and I think your collection is really inspiring. And she was like, oh, she was so sweet. And she was like, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, me? Like, yeah. I was like, me? Like, really? And then she like asked, for my Twitter and like she followed me. And I remember like as soon as, our interaction ended, like I got out of her line of sight and I like my knees were getting weak because like this is just how it's like to be a person that's like really awkward and like socially anxious, and I didn't know I was autistic. I was like, oh my god, like somebody wants to hang out, like a really cool person I look up to like wanted to talk to me. And because of that, like I got to meet her, I got involved with her community, I got to meet her at PAX, and like now we're friends. And I'm like, wow, like I really cherish that memory, of like, and that to me, that is what conventions are about. Like, it's not really about being a big creator. And I tell people, like, I love meeting people again, just as myself. Like, when people see me in person, there's no preconceived notion of, like, you're a streamer. How many followers do you have? Like, people are just meeting because we have this shared love of this game. So, like, I made friends with other cosplayers because we cosplayed the same thing or from the same series. We went to the same meetup and we connected over that. And maybe you find out people are creators later, but you have that connection of like, I really like you as a person. I like that we can talk about these things together. So that is always the most important thing. And I mean, even like our friendship, it extends beyond 14. Like, and that's usually how I meet people. It's like we have the common interest, but hey, I like you as a person. You're cool. I like hanging out with you. I like talking to you. You have good vibes and you get me,
Hanging out at PAX was such a good time. It like made me so happy. Like that I hung out with so many people there that I've known forever. And it was just like, I want to hang out.
Yeah.
Whether it was Brian or Rin or my buddy, like Solon and like really, really cool people that I'm friends with that I like to spend time with. I want to spend time with people, not like, like I am not there for, when I go to an event, it is not going for coverage. I did not do a ton of, hey, I'm media stuff. I did a little bit of it. Like I went to the Square thing, which was delightful for me because I got to run into my bestie Chad, who I love to death. Is the only good Chad in existence. When you say when you describe someone as a Chad, it's usually a negative, but Chad is the greatest.
Chad is actually a Chad. He's so nice.
There's nothing better than a good big hug from Chad. Like I love that guy, and it's like so nice seeing somebody you were friends with for a long time living their best life, getting to work on the Dragon Quest stuff, and like, having known him forever was like, I know this is that man's dream. I'm so happy for it. It's delightful. But like, I didn't go to that for like the press experience of playing a game early. I went to that because I knew Chad was one of their PR people and I was hoping to run into him.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest reasons to go to PAX. I'm like, I want to go to Seattle. Like, that would just be fun. But I really wanted to see my friends. I had really no preconceived notions of like, I thought like, oh, it'd be cool to network. But I don't feel like I'm very good at networking, to be quite honest with you. And then I got like the email from Square, like, can you like, do you want to demo tactics? Do you want to, VIP seating? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. And I felt like for me, it was more an opportunity. Like anytime I've gotten to work with Square, it's really beyond like I'm furthering my career. Like that is a plus, to be honest. But I always am just so happy to meet like other people too, people that work within Square. There's so many great folks that are there. And there are so many other great creators in the space who have been so welcoming. And to me, I'm like, those are the memories that I take with me. And even within tactics, like I love seeing like other people I knew, like, oh hey, it's like the Spider-Man meme, like, you're here, what are you doing here? Like it's really fun, but it's why like I want to vlog more, but I'm not really good at vlogging conventions because I get so wrapped up in the moment that I'm not really focused on like, I just want to take a camera out and like film myself right now. Like I just want to be present with my friends, even though I also am like, I would love to preserve these memories of us being together. Like maybe we're out to dinner together, but that is the best thing to me. I like meeting people. As somebody I'm very anxious, I'm introverted. It's really hard for me to like talk to people sometimes, but it is my favorite part of a convention. It's always my goal. Like if I can make one new friend, I will be happy because like that's just like what it's about to me,
Yep. I mean, that's what I love about like doing comic book conventions and stuff with my girlfriend too, is just like every time I go to one, I meet someone new or like meet someone cool or go to a party that I have no business being at. Like I just somehow find myself in industry parties when I'm at those and just like end up talking to people and just like, because a lot of it is I used to make comics like 20 years ago. So all my friends in the industry are like old men at DC and whatnot. And it's like, so I go there and I see all these younger guys talking to each other and I'm like, this is delightful. There's so much new talent coming up that is so cool. And I make the time to talk to them because they're more interesting than all these old guys that I've known for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I've made a lot of new friends. I've learned a lot of new things. And it's because like, you're interacting with cool people who love the same things you do and like work in the same place you do. Sometimes like I don't even care about this is a professional. I just care about like, this is just a cool guy.
Yeah, that's my thing. Sometimes I'm like, man, I really want to talk to this voice actor. Like I have so many questions of like how you did this and this and this, or like even artists or musicians. And I'm like, how do I do that without coming off like it's a transactional thing? Like I just have a thirst for knowledge, a curiosity, and I like getting to know people. But conventions are always just so inspiring to me, like seeing people in their cosplays. And for me, like I started going to conventions when I was like 15, 16 years old. And when I see like young people that are cosplaying, young people at conventions, it's like so cute to me because I'm like, I remember being a 16-year-old girl, like just it was a whole new world. And back then, like nerdy things were not very cool, like they're more mainstream now. People think they're cool, that they're fun. But back then it was like you were like weird if you liked anime. You were weird if you loved video games and you cosplayed. So getting to see people be more open about what they love, and it's just really fun for me. And like when I see, like young kids, like they're just hanging out, like doing silly things at the convention, like role playing and memeing in their costumes. I'm like, you do that, like you live your best life, because back then, like, again, it was seen as like a cringy thing, but now it's like, like you can be a little more cringe and people don't really care as much, which is a really nice feeling.
There is nothing that delights me more than seeing like a cosplay photo shoot happening and a kid running up to it like the most excited kid in the world because they get to meet their favorite superhero or whatnot. It's the greatest scene ever, like every time it happens. Like let me tell you one funny convention story that is the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. I was at San Diego Comic-Con walking through Artist Alley, and somebody bumped into me from behind, and it was a pretty hard bump. It knocked me forward, and I stumbled to the ground a little bit. And then I turn around and I just hear this, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I did not mean that." And it was Mike Tyson that accidentally bumped into me.
Oh my gosh.
And then I ended up talking to Mike Tyson for like 5 minutes about like nerd stuff. Cause he was just like, back in the, I thought all this stuff was for nerds and then recently I've realized that these people feel about this stuff the same way I do about fighting. It's just like, it's a passion, and I love seeing the passion. It was so funny. And
that's
just like
so lovely. I love that.
Really weird moment with like, somebody you don't expect to run into. Like, that's my favorite part of San Diego Comic-Con is just like randomly running into celebrities that are just like on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Seth Green flirt with a girl by talking shit about how Seth Green ruined Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was the funniest thing in the world. He was just like, yeah, I'm sitting there like I'm shopping at a booth, and I hear him just like, yeah, that Oz character just sucks. He's ruined the show as he's doing it to like flirt with a girl, and it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Because that man's also like 4 feet tall. It's very funny.
When I was at PAX, I went to the Square Enix party and I got a picture with Yoshi P and the Tactics devs, and I'm like, man, that was so cool. I never thought I would meet Yoshi P. And then like a day later, I'm at the airport with my friend and who, we came together. She's going to come with me to FanFest again. Our gate got changed. So we're like, okay, we got to go all the way to the other side of the airport. And we just see these guys kind of hanging out. And I'm like, is that Yoshi P? I can't really tell. He's wearing a hat. And then I just saw all the rings stacked on his fingers. I'm like, that's Yoshi P. And we just, we like waved at him. And like, I spoke like a little bit of Japanese because he's probably like, who are these people? But like, I'm like, oh, we love Final Fantasy XIV, but we didn't want to hold him up because they're like, it's an airport. Like, you got places to be, we got places to be, but it was just really cool. And Yoshi P is so nice too. He's such a chill dude.
He's delightful. My little signing moment was so like joyous because like he saw the little painting that my girlfriend did for me and was just like, oh my God, this is so cute. I love this. And like,
yeah, like, my friend, she, at the trivia night, she won the grand prize, which is like the Final Fantasy XVI autographed PS5 case. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And Yoshi P just walked over and he was like, just like, all casual and cool. And like, oh yeah, I signed that today. Congratulations. And he's just such a chill guy. And like, he's just walking around the party like, oh, hey, can I join you guys for some pool? And he's just playing pool with some people. When we were in line to get in, he like came out and he was just smoking behind like a U-Haul truck. And we're like, oh yeah, oh my God, it's Yoshi P. And he's just like waving to us. And I'm like, he's just cool like that, man. Like, what a cool dude.
A lot of these guys just like hanging out with people who are passionate about what they do. Because I mean, how often do you get to do that? I know I feel that way when I've met people who are like fans of things I used like back when I was at like had big stream numbers and whatnot and used to have fans when I was doing it originally. Was it was really like this weird experience of, oh, people like actually love what I do and I'm so excited. But like, oh, and when I made God, when people come up to me and talk about comic books at conventions, it's the greatest feeling in the world because you get to talk about what you love. And it's led to some of the coolest experiences I've had because it's like, wait a minute, this person that I idolize is telling me that my stuff is good?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm not a big creator by any means, but I have had like friends and like some viewers gift me fan art of my VTuber model, and I still have it all hung up on my wall because I'm like, it's just such a sweet thing, you know. I don't have any expectations. I don't really do any of this because I'm like, I want fans, you know. It's like I love that I have people that watch what I do, but it's hard for me to fathom that somebody would like fangirl or fanboy over me. So the fact anybody would take their time and energy to make something for me is like the most precious gift of all. And like, even when people like even online say nice things about like, I really like what you do, like you're really inspiring, it's like the best feeling ever because I'm like, I'm just being me. Like, and you get so many people that are very negative towards you. Like you have to take it in stride, but like sometimes it does suck, you know, like some of the things you read about yourself. I got my first hate email the other day too, and I'm like, you know, so it's just like, it's crazy, you know. I don't really care too much, but when you have people that actually tell you like, oh, I really like lurking your streams, like they're so comfy, I really like what you do, like please, you know, like I hope you keep going as long as you do. And I'm like, it's really sweet, and I screenshot everything. I'm a words of affirmation girly, so I screenshot every nice thing ever said because I'm like, it's just so sweet, and I appreciate it. I don't ever expect it, but when it does happen, it's such a nice thing that does happen, you know?
Yeah, it feels really good, and we get a whole 2 days of that. I'm so excited. Like, this whole trip is going to be wonderful because it's going to be like 3 weeks for me, and 3 weeks away from my computer, away from work, outside of conventions, getting to hang out with friends, getting to hang out with family.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a good time. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, Juuni, thank you very much for joining me this week.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so as we head out, please tell us more where everyone can find you, what you have coming up, any big projects other than, you know, things like that. Tell us where everyone can find all that.
Sure. Thank you guys for listening and for watching. You can find me on pretty much every social media, just Juunibug, JUUNIBUG. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch. Twitch is my primary platform. I'm hoping to have a big YouTube video coming out hopefully soon. TM, it's gonna be about you know, what the Warrior of Light means to us as a player, to the community. So please look forward to that. I'm working very hard. Otherwise, I'm streaming Dragon Quest XI. I'm figuring out what I want to stream next. I do have a game that I'm going to play that I was gifted a code for, so I'm excited to reveal that soon too. Otherwise, just promote, be good to each other, be good in the world, and play Final Fantasy VIII and 2.
And I'm Lorelai. You can find me on Twitch and Blue Sky at Judgment Scythe. Thank you very much for listening this week. You can find our intro and outro music is a Crush from Magic Circuit / oh my god, my brain isn't working. Crush off the album Magic is Real from Melt Channel / Magic Circuit. You can find them at meltchannel.bandcamp.com and magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. Thank you very much for listening today. And we'll be back next week with another episode of the Gamesline podcast.